Okay, dear students, today we're going to talk about how to balance these types of equations. So we have first two carbon atoms on one side, 6 hydrogen atoms and 2 oxygen atoms in the reactant side, right? So that's going to be yield. It's going to yield to a product that is called a carbon dioxide with water, right? So we're going to write the number of atoms. We will start writing the number of carbon atoms, okay, then the number of hydrogen atoms, and finally the number of oxygen atoms. Okay, so here we have in one side 2 carbon atoms in total, and in the other side we're going to have 1. Okay, so here we have a problem because look, if I need to obtain 2 carbon atoms to the other side, what I will do is basically to write number of carbon atoms in one side, right? So in that way, I will not have 1 carbon atom, but I will have, but I will have 2 carbon atoms, okay? So then, I have to count down my number of hydrogen atoms. So in one side I have 6, but in the other side I will have 2. Okay. And more than it, I want to emphasize that in this case I will have 2 oxygen atoms in one side, but in this other side we'll have 4 because 2 times 2, 4 oxygens. So it's complex. So if you sum up those 4, right, that are here with this other one that is here, you will have 5. 2 times 2, 4, plus 1 that we have here is 5. So how can I balance this equation? So you got a problem here because 6 hydrogen atoms. So to obtain 6 in this other side, what I have to write is to multiply 2 times 3, that will give me 6. Okay, but in the other side, we're going to have 3 oxygen atoms, right? So plus 2 oxygen atoms, plus 4, sorry. So that will give me 7. And how is that? So here we have a general problem. And in this case, my advice is that you'll have to write the equation. C₂H₆ plus molecular oxygen will give me 2 CO₂ plus 3 H₂O. But here I got to emphasize that, as I told you, we had a problem in the oxygen atoms, right? So I will write oxygen, okay, and I will write that here we have 2, here we have 7. This is not a pair number, right? This is not multiple of 2. So how can I do in this case? So what I will do would be basically that I will multiply all the equation by 2. So I'm going to say C₂H₆ plus. Okay. So in this case, what I would do would be basically like I will multiply all of these. I would say 2 times this molecule to C₂H₆ plus I basically can cancel out these, and this other one is multiplying, so I would say C7O2 equals 4 CO₂ plus 6 water molecules. Okay, so remember what I am doing this is I'm multiplying this, right? So when I write 2 times 1, 2, right? Multiplying this. So as I multiply, I can cancel out the denominator, right? That is 2. Okay, so I just cancel it out, and it will give me 7. Or you can say that 2 times 7 over 2 can be 14 over 2. That will give me 7. Or I can do it in an easier way, right? If I say 2 times 7 over 2 equals 7. I don't know if it's right, but that's what I think, right? I guess that is right. Okay. So I'll continue doing the same with this, right? 2 times 2 gives me 4, and keep going doing this, right? 2 times 3 gives me 6. So at the end, if I compare every single atom in both parts of the equations, I will find that I will have 2 times 2, 4 carbons, 2, right? Hydrogens, 2 times 6, 12. In the other side, 6 times 2 equals 12. Okay, and oxygen would give me 7 times 2, 14. In the other side, 4 times 2, 8 oxygens plus 6 oxygen atoms would be 14. And this is the problem resolved. If you have any question, just let me know, and I will be here to answer your questions. This is Mishael, Wright. See you guys.